For the past 50 years, Saturday evenings and the sound of Leroy Anderson's Bugler's Holiday have meant only one thing to the residents of Western New England. It's time for As Schools Match Wits.
It certainly looks like a dandy night of matching wits.
I must have been about 7 or 8. It was a Saturday night ritual to gather around with your bowls of French vanilla ice cream and sit in front of the TV to watch.
It was a real competition in our house. We'd always try to see who could get the answer first.
So I remember as a young kid, I always used to watch the show at my grandmother's house. And I always marveled at how much the kids knew and how much I didn't. And I said, you know, one day I would like to be on that show.
Created by Leonard Collmore, As Schools Match Wits has been a treasured Western New England institution for half a century. It all started at WWLP Channel 22 in the fall of 1961.
I knew Lynn Collmore very well, and I knew Phil Shepardson very well, and I recall when the program was founded.
Lynn Collmore graduated from Westfield in the 1950s. He was working in the public schools as a teacher and developed the idea of this show along the lines of some of the College Bowl shows that were on the air.
The one person that always comes to mind is Phil Shepardson, who was the original host of the show. And he had just a way of welcoming you and just relaxing you. I mean, whether it was by his corny jokes that he told.
And who became vice president?
Madison.
Now, obviously a burr in your side. Burr would be, but you got...
Or just his way. And he seemed to have his finger on the pulse of the match at all times. And I thought that was really an excellent quality because he brought you into it, he brought the kids into it, and he just had a way of just engaging.
It was nice because it was a community feature where you could root for various teams from the area.
It was always something to look forward to, mostly when you were younger, and then into high school, you'd start to see people that you know.
I was on it as a 15-year-old sophomore, and I was scared to death to be in front of the camera. Back in those days, you didn't have an electronic board that you picked from. You had actually just a category sheet, which was always the same. There were 30 categories. And as you picked one, you'd cross it out.
With a legacy spanning 50 years, it seems as though just about everyone has memories of As Schools Match Wits.
Since I've been hosting As Schools Match Wits, I can't believe the number of people who come up to me in the grocery store, on the street, and say, we watch you all the time, and I saw my nephew or my son or my daughter or people who themselves have been on As Schools Match Wits back in the day, and they have such great memories about it.
I grew up in Western Massachusetts, and when I was 12 years old, I saw my first Schools Match Wits shows.
It's been something I'm involved in for, about half my life now.
Incredibly grateful to WGBY and Westfield State for taking it on and keeping it alive for the kids, because it offers something that few other programs offer.
As a co-production of WGBY and Westfield State University, As Schools Match Wits is truly unique.
The entire show is crewed by students in the communication department. Students at the university are also serving as scriptwriters and are doing a lot of the fact-checking for the show.
For half a century, As Schools Match Wits has celebrated learning, showcasing the best and brightest high school students that Western New England has to offer, touching people's lives along the way.